My name is Moti Tahiliani. I am close to 80. When I was hired here on September the 18th, I arrived, first job in Canada, and it lasted the last job in Canada. I didn't move anywhere. I stayed in Lyndsey, came as a bachelor, went home to India, got married, and my wife studied as a nurse. So she did nursing at the Ross Memorial Hospital. Now I definitely recall when I came, board members mentioned to me that we will extend the library, put new addition within a few years. But it didn't materialize till 1977. So it took over 10 years before we put the new addition at the present time, which is attached to the old Carnegie Library. And I was very much involved with the architect, Mr. Mike Torsney, if I remember his name correctly. And he and I together designed the present building addition to the Lindsay Library. And a lot of people still do not know, but some of the board members, those are alive, especially Mrs. Margot Fawcett. She, I'm sure, remembers that this building was designed to carry 2-story more. It's a 2-story building, but designed to carry 2-story more. And if some of people can go to the Lindsay Library and see the elevator also, and the stairs go to the second floor, they immediately know that the foundation is definitely strong enough to carry 2-story more. But not many people know that, especially now. So that was one of my highlights. And then I came in Centennial Year, so they used to call me Centennial Librarian. And that was, and then on 18th September, when I arrived evening time, there was a tea party to inaugurate the Dr. Kirkconnell's book that was that time published, and that was his opening day with Mrs. Leslie Frost. He was a Premier of Ontario, and Mr. Frost. And a lot of dignitaries came that evening at the Lyndsey old building, Carnegie building, and had a tea. So that was a couple of highlights. And then the projects keep coming, and I was very much interested to make this library as one of the automated library in Ontario especially. And we were the first library in Ontario to be fully automated, under 50,000 population. And then when I retired, I don't recall if anybody is still yet to receive that kind of a reception as I did. Board members and the city council, town council, gave me a retirement party in the 98 or 99. Along with a few other board members, which I can name some. And so we were the founding members of the LACAC that time, which is now what they call Heritage Victoria. That's the name now. Because under the mayorship of John Akins, and the Lindsay Council gave me some funds to visit, because I was planning to go to India. So I went through Japan, Hokkaido, Nairo, and got wonderful reception from Nairo's council. And I was told that I am the first guest from Lyndsey and first guest ever to have a dinner with their council wives together. And that time, Reverend Howlett and Doreen, I believe, her name was Mrs. Howlett. They were the ministers, church ministers there, and I stayed in their house in Nairobi 2 days. So those are the few highlights. Then again, serving on the Victoria County Historical Society. I believe late 80s or somewhere, I don't remember the year. And I distinctly remember that being a chair on the board, we had a roof leaking, quite a bit damage, keep coming, water leaking. So I talked to the board members and we drafted a very compelling letter and signed by all of us, all board members, and sent it to the community people. And within short period, I would say within 6 weeks or 4 weeks, we received $12,000 as a donation. And that time we got the price of the roof, you know. So we put a new roof on the museum. I was on the board of directors of the Lyndsey Gallery. Now Lyndsey Gallery was some other place close to where the police building is. Used to be an old building that has been moved, you know, on the Queen Street. I still see that building there. The second floor of the Lindsay Library, we made part of that as a gallery. So that was the understanding of the Lindsay Library Board and the Lindsay Council and the Art Gallery Board. That was a short period, but I see still continue on to be half of the second floor is a Quarter Library now. The name is Quarter Gallery, and the half is the reference department of the Lindsay Library. Winter was very hard for me, but you know, Lyndsey has been a wonderful town, our city now, for me and my family. And what I did, which is everybody should do that, of my kind of people coming as a new people, should join the clubs. So within no time, I believe it's 68 or 69, I joined the Rotary Club. And Rotary gave me a huge opportunity to meet the cream of the crop. And they gave me and they welcomed me, you know, very well. And I'm very proud to be still staying in Lyndsey and living in Lyndsey. Well, there are so many memories, you know, really. And the people that I loved, respected, and they welcomed me. Some have passed away now. It's age creeping on. And well, I do recommend, and I still recommend, continue to recommend the people coming from foreign countries, and instead of going to living in the big cities and become the part of their own group, become ghetto type of thing, they should move to the small communities whenever they get opportunity. And not only that, they should participate in their local activities. You know, just like, you know, I became a Rotarian. I was a board of Victoria County Historical Society. Then I'm still serving on the Quarter Futures. I'm on the board of the Quarter Futures last 6 years. You know, so those are the activities you participate with the local people. You learn, you absorb a lot of great things that they have, and they improve your life and your children's life.